Hello, this is Judy Timperin from findingfreedom.com.au. I'm a practitioner and I'm working in Adelaide, South Australia. I'd like to introduce you to Jerry. And Jerry's been one of my clients. We've had 3 sessions together and he's got such an interesting story that I'd just love to share it with you. So Jerry, tell me when you first came to see me, what you came to see me for.
I have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, as a result of service with South Australia Police. I was diagnosed 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, and for a time spent close to 6 months off of work, and had made quite a lot of progress since going off of work, but I found that I had some residual anxiety and depression still that I was dealing with. So I know Judy and Scott socially and through other things, and so I'd heard about faster EFT and what Judy was doing and thought I'd give it a try.
Okay, thank you. So you noticed some changes after the very first session, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, because you rang the next day and you said first time you were happy to go back to work.
Yep. So slept really well.
Yep.
Slept like a baby. Probably the best sleep I'd had in 5 or 6 years, I think. I was happy to go back to work, had a much brighter outlook, and I found that any anxiety that I did have, I was able to deal with it quite easily, and it didn't have a lingering effect that it normally would have.
And then on the second session, what we did was we worked on the incident that happened 4 years ago, and we took all of the toxic thoughts and emotions out of that, re-imprinted that. And what was the result of that for you?
I actually felt a lot of empathy towards the guy who who attacked me.
Yes, and part of what you said on the phone was that you got a bit dizzy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I found that I was dizzy at work and thought that it was just a reaction to my medication, that maybe I wasn't on enough medication, and was concerned that, because I tried to step down a little bit on it, and I thought, well, maybe I've done it too quickly. And I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, no, it's the complete opposite. You're probably overdosing on your medication because you don't need it anymore. And that was directly after I'd seen you.
So that was really good news. And so we've had 3 sessions, and now you mentioned this evening that you're actually off your medication.
Completely off my medication. So now, I've been off for a week and a bit now.
Well, congratulations. Now, I don't do that with Jerry. He does that with his doctor. I just clear the emotional drivers that enable him to be free of it. So, anything else you'd like to say, Jerry?
Well, I've also applied a lot of what I've learnt with you and the tapping to my son as well.
Good.
So he has auditory processing disorder. So he finds it difficult to deal with loud noises and bright lights and a lot of those things that he can become overstimulated with. And I've actually tapped on him after he's had a nightmare, and the nightmare was about a goat that he was scared of, and I asked him about it the next day, and he actually said he wasn't scared of the goat anymore. The goat was laughing at him and he thought it was funny. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
So not just about able to apply it to me, but also to my children.
And how wonderful is that as a dad?
Amazing. Yeah, it's great.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so I suppose a big thing for me was, I was very operational before as a police officer, and I found that as part of my PTSD, I was taking much more of a backward step, to the point where I went to the criminal investigation branch to get away from the front line. And so then after seeing you and going back to work, being happy to go back to work, I've actually taken another step forward into a more tactical role. So it's going out, and we do a lot of searching houses and chasing crooks and being much more proactive than what I was before.
And you're okay doing that?
Fine.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, no issues at all. So
ready
and raring to get into it.
Ready and raring to go. Well, that's pretty fantastic. Even I think that's fantastic after 3 sessions. One of the things that Jerry had in his favour is that he didn't have a lot of early childhood trauma. Whereas a lot of the clients who come to me have had a lot more early childhood trauma, and that can take a bit longer to heal. but you can still get the same results. So thank you very much, Jerry, for sharing that.
Thank you.
It's very courageous to be able to courageous to come to me for a start, and courageous to actually, speak your truth. So thank you for that.
No problem.
And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. So my business is findingfreedom.com.au. You can go to my website, check me out, see if you can make a connection with me. And if you'd like to, please feel free to email or contact me. Thank you. Bye.